All right, so welcome to the Alignable Educational Series. This series is on the Power Platform. I am Harry Carter, co-CEO of NCCT Tech, um, presently current member of the Black Channel Partner, and also a co-founder of the Nancy Tech Company community call. On the line, you also have Nakia Carter. She's also co-CEO. She will be helping out in the chats. She have over 20 years of experience. So any questions you have, put in the chat. She will answer for you or try to answer the best way she can. All right. This presentation is about the Microsoft Power Platform in the insurance industry. We will go through the slides and I will give you some points on how it can help in the industry, and then I'll do a demo afterwards on how each pieces work together and show you exactly how they lay out. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get started. All right, the Microsoft platform is a collection of tools that can help the insurance industry to streamline processes, enhance the customer experience, drive business insights and decisions. In this presentation, we'll explore the various ways in which the Microsoft Partner Platform can be used in the insurance industry. We will start by delving into how the Microsoft Power Platform can streamline insurance processes, making them more efficient and effective. This will explore how the Power Platform can be leveraged to enhance the customer experience by improving communication and personalization. Finally, we will discover how the Power Platform can be used to drive business insights and decisions with powerful analytics and reporting capabilities. The insurance industry is known for having complex and time-consuming processes. The Microsoft Power Platform can help streamline these processes, making them more efficient and effective. We will explore how the Power Platform can be used to automate claims and processes, underwriting, policy administration, and among other key processes. One of the most time-consuming and laborious-intensive process in the insurance industry is claims processing. You know, the Power Platform can automate this process by leveraging the power of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Claims can be processed faster and with greater accuracy, reducing costs and improving customer satisfaction. The underwriting process is another area where the Microsoft Power Platform can help streamline insurance processes. By automating underwriting decisions, insurance can reduce turnaround times and improve the accuracy of underwriting and decisions. The platform can also help identify high-risk applications, reduce the likelihood of fraudulent claims. Providing a great customer experience is key to the success of any insurance company. The Microsoft Power Platform can help insurers achieve this by improving communications and personalizations. We will explore how the Power Platform can be used to deliver personalized content, automate customer interactions, and provide better insight into customers' needs. The Power Platform can be used to deliver personalized content to customers based on their unique needs and their preferences. Insurers can leverage the data analytics and machine learning to understand customers' behavior and tailor content accordingly. This can improve customer engagement, increase the likelihood of customer retention. The Microsoft Power Platform can automate customer interactions such as claims reporting and policy updates. This can reduce the workload on customer services representations and improve their overall customer experience. Customers can receive real-time updates on their claims or policies, improving satisfaction and loyalty. The Microsoft Power Platform can provide insurers with powerful analytics and reporting capabilities, enabling them to make better business decisions. We will explore how the Power Platform can be used to analyze data, generate insight, and improve the overall performance of insurance companies. The platform can be used to analyze large volumes of data, providing insurers with valuable insight into customers' behavior, risk factors, and other key metrics. With powerful reporting capabilities, insurers can generate customized reports, dashboards, visualization, and provide greater visibility into the business performance. By leveraging the insight generated by the platform, insurers can make better business decisions, improve efficiencies of the operations, and reduce the costs. The platform can help insurers identify new growth opportunities, mitigate risks, improve overall business performance. Now, this is a license-based platform. So if many of these things you can get in certain license, everything that we'll be talking about, you can get in an E5 or E3 license. So if you have an E5 or E3 license, you already have these things already in your system. If you have business premium, things like that, you can add these on as add-ons. And there are also some basic apps and basic workflows that are already there that you can use. So before I go into the conclusion, it is demo time. So let me move this over here. Now, before we start this demo, in the top of your teams, I need everyone here to place their email address into the chat for me, please. All right. Now, to get started, I will go to my Office 365 platform. Nikki talked about that last week. You start off by going to www.office.com. And up at the top, we look at here is the waffles. Now I'm going to go to a SharePoint site. This will be my dev team site where we will work together. Now, this, as you can imagine, this being a place where as though your clients can come in and check and see different forms, different things that they get that comes into that system. Whereas the things are transparent, they can easily get to it. They can easily put things back into the library. If they need help with things like that, they can send things through Help Center, all the way down, even get updates on messages, news, different things that pertains to that specific client. But for this demo, we're going to go up here to the gear. We're going to go to site content, and we're going to go into a list. Now, the question is, how do you house that data you bring in? So we're going to start off on housing it, collecting it, and then showing graphic data on the data we get today. So we're going to go to a list. Now, when you create a list, you can create a list from blank, existing list from Excel spreadsheet, or you can use any of the templates. But for today's demo, we're going to use a blank list. Okay. Pull this up, move this over here. We're going to name this list Alignable. Normally, I would give a description because later on, just if you want to come back, if you want to know what this app is about or this list is about, you would get a description. You should put a description so you can look it back up. But we're not going to do that today. But I'm going to create this list. Now, when you get a list, create the list, you have a way to add different columns. This will end up turning out to be like an Excel spreadsheet almost. Now, you can add different columns by coming here and adding columns, right? But it doesn't give you the in-depth things that you need to help you manage your system per se. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go back up here to this gear and we're gonna go to list settings. Now this is the back end of all the list of your lists, right? Now, first thing we're going to do is we have title. You know, we want title. We want the person's title. So what are some other things that we would want to be on a form or a list? Let's say, let's create one. And last way, we will need what? Their first name. Now, if you notice, I just typed this in there. Now, I'm going to put a space in between this, right? And I'm just going to create this. But I want you to notice one thing about this here, this space, right? I'm going to come back in. If you look up here, you'll see in your URL, you see first name and you see the last name. But you see that space? You end up losing 3, 6, 9, 3 spaces in your URL. Now, once this URL keep going and going and going, it will break your system. So this is a way to keep from expanding your URL. So let's delete this and I'll show you the way to do it whereas though it is not like. So let's go in with first. Now I'm not gonna put any space in that name. Now we're gonna make this whereas though they required to have to fill this out. And we're gonna say okay, right? Now, when I go back in here, if you look up here, there's no space. Those numbers are no longer there. Now I can just come in here and make it look professional and bring that out and just save it. And it will not change your URL. So let's go to what we else we need. We would need a last name. Make it mandatory. This is only you only need a single line of the text, so they could type it in. Let's save it. Go back in there, separate them. Okay. And last thing we probably would need from a client is an email address. Okay. So let's make this required as well because we want that information. Okay, so let's go back. As you see, we got title for the person's title, their first name, last name, their email, right? So now, how do we capture this information? Okay. So I'm gonna come up here to integrate and we are going to create a customized form app that will bring you to your Power Apps. Give it a second to load up. While it's collecting all the information and it's saving it. Okay, we can skip that. Now, as you see, everything already has shown up here in the form. So if I wanted to add extra fields, I can. There are other fields that I can add to this from here if I wanted to, just have different fillers in for different information that I really don't need, but you want to put them in there. So let's close that for now. So this is a nice general form, but we want to make this form look better, right? We want to present it better. So let's do this. Let's slide this down. Let's quickly add a shape. Let's put a shape up here. Let's pull that across. Let's move that up. All right, let's come here. We want to make this look better, so we want to unlock that. Unlock this. Let's down, give it a little character. And one more. Now, say for instance, I don't like this blue. Feel that the blue is not, so let's change this to black. Come back up to this one, change this to black, make a uniform. Okay, what else we would need? We would need a logo. Let's add a quick logo. Upload. Let's go here. That's a good logo. We would need a title. And let's name this alignable form. You can change the font, make the font bigger. Let's make it about 20. Let's center it. And let's give it a color. Don't like that. Oh, yes, there we go. Now, we don't need attachments in there, so we could just remove the attachments. Do that here. But let's give it a little bit more character to this. Let's add another image. Bring it down here. Open that up. Insert. Let's go with that. And let's extend it all the way up and send it to the back. Okay. Now we want to add a submit button. Now, sometimes with these submit buttons, you have to actually add in code. So it would be submit. And as you start typing, it will give you the code. So form. And then it's a SharePoint form 1. And you close your brackets. And just like that, I have, let me go back. Let me activate the form first of all. So it's a new form. So just like that, we have an active form. So let's go. Let's test it. CEO, my email address. I submit it. It's gone. So let's go here. I just collected that data, and then that data is in my list. Okay. Now, to make it even more interesting, I could take that whenever someone fill out this list, fill out this, that I get an email telling me that, hey, thank you. You know, an email could go back to the client saying, thank you very much for filling this out. And this, that, and other. So this, let's go into it. So we're gonna create a flow behind this. So we want to do what we want to do. Create from blank. And I want to, next step, send email. All right, so let me open the chat and give me 1 second and I'll be able to grab your email addresses. Copy. 1, 2. Okay, so I have y'all email addresses in there. And take that. Copy. I could put in the body. What do I want to say? Control V. What is the subject? Session. Copy. Control V. And I save it. And just like that, I have a workflow behind this app, behind this application. So let me show you where it's housed in the workflow. Pull it up. PowerAutomate. Now, one thing about, let me do this real quick, show you where the flow came. The flow is here. Let's play the flow. We're going to run it. Now, when y'all get that email, let me know. But also in which the workflow, that form can be sent out automatically. I can have it sent out if just because it's Tuesday. You know, if I want something to go out every Tuesday, I can send it out automatically. I could do an instant cloud flow, whereas what we just did, where I press a button and it sends it out based on a button or flow. I could schedule it if I want an email to go out every Wednesday at 9 o'clock or every other Wednesday at 9 o'clock. We could set that. That could be set up. We also have in here. You see AI. You can have AI help generate your workflows as well. You have a bunch of different sample or template workflows that you just plug in and just add the information to. Also, while we're doing that, the very flow that we created, you can come in and look at the details. There are a lot of things you could tell when it last ran, and you can improve the flow. So while I'm doing move that, I'm gonna go ahead and improve the flow. And what is going on with that? Okay, I'll go ahead and do it then. All right, so but while I'm doing that, I will show you another, we're gonna go into the Power BI part of this. This is Power BI. In Power BI, it allows you to be able to give visualization of your data. You have different ways you could present it. You can present it in things like this. You could do a worldly view. If you have something that's more in depth, you have something a little bit more complicated, or you can come in and use different apps. If you look inside here, you can get an app, and you have different things like Microsoft usage, whereas though you can have the app go into your Microsoft system, which I will show you today, and it will give you analytics of everything that's happening within your system. You could have analytics from Google, Power BI, GitHub, and if you're into NFL analytics, so many different things you could do in here that you could set up workflows. I mean, Power BI for. For the sake of time, I'm going to show you the Microsoft Usage Analytics. This is one that you could easily put in your system. This is just basically you just download it into your system and it will walk you through what to do. You grab your tenant ID, which you can get out of your Azure account, put your tenant ID in, and it will run you through a few steps. And then it will tap in and it will allow you to show you what is the adoption rate of the people using your system. How are they using it? Are they using Teams, Office, Exchange, SharePoint, OneDrive? Are you getting full use of it? How are you using it? Are you using it on your mobile apps? For those who like to go out in the field, use things on their apps, frontline workers, things like that. What's going on in Exchange with Teams and Exchange, OneDrive, Yammer, SharePoint? What's your SharePoint usage? You can get a complete overview breakdown by month, by days, by each user. It goes deep into your entire system. So whereas though you want to know how's your people using this system? How are they adapting it? Are they, if they don't like it, that you can come here and see what is the usage, where your money is being spent, all the way down to the year count, iOS, Mac, if Mac device is hooked up to you, if they're using the system on a Mac, if they're using it on a PC, what is the product uses? Are they using it? How are they using groups? How are they using OneDrive? You can dive deep into how these things are being used. What is your active users? We got Microsoft, we have different companies here, fictitious companies here, but they are active users, how they use these things. And this could be easily put into your system by adding that tenant, and it allow you to give analysis on your own tenant. So let's scroll back real quick to my workflows, process mining. Okay, what just happened? Workflow, details, proof of flow. Now, this is a Power BI just created based on the information we put in that one app we just built. So that one app we just built gave us all this information to whereas though what's action status, flow version ran, how many times it ran the flow, what pass it took, what action it took, it dives really deep into just that one application we just created. So how all that can tie in now. Imagine the power of using this with clients that's filling out client applications, that's coming in with claims and things like that. You can actually, and then think of the power of using it inside your own organization. Whereas though I could take this one app right here, I could publish this. We're going to publish it to SharePoint. Now let's go back to SharePoint real quick. Now that very form is right here. Wait, it ain't done yet. Let me refresh. Allow. Okay, give me 1 second so it can catch up. Might got too many windows open. There we go. Now the form is here. Now I could take this link, copy this link, Now, if I want this to be internal, right? I want my people to fill out information for me. I could bring this into my SharePoint site where, my client come in, do work, things like that. You can make changes to the page. And let's just say we add a quick link here. Let's add that link right here. Let's name it thank you. We can give it a custom image. Let's just say background. And then save it. Just like that, that form is right here on this page where I can come in, fill that form out, and submit it. And then I will be able to capture that information. Now imagine if it's a time off request, expense report, client forms, if they need to come in and do their claims, and you need to get that information sent to you immediately. So in conclusion, streamlining processes. Get that back up. The Microsoft Power Platform is a powerful tool that can help insurance streamline processes, enhance customer experience, drive business insights and decisions. With this powerful capabilities, insurers can gain competitive advantage, improve customer satisfaction, and increase profitabilities. And with that, y'all, thank you very much.